Right, we'll try again, shall we? Well, welcome to tonight's card reading. I've just been waffling on for about 10 minutes to myself. You've also missed me setting fire to myself again and having to put out the very exuberant sage bundle. So, now you join me. I have already discussed the pendulum that I will be using, which will be amethyst. Okay, the reading's going to be for another astrology mate, and going to be using where's the box again? I couldn't say it the first time, so we're using this deck. Okay, so it's by Kimberly Aria with Debbie Dubois having done the illustrations, I think. So Zodiac 108 is an object-based oracle with symbols and keywords to express both the meaning of the zodiac sign and the numerology contained on each card. This could be quite good because I'm pretty sure that the person I'm doing this for is actually into numerology. So when you watch this, feel free to feedback on the numerology within the deck so that we can understand if there's anything else we need to know. Right, firstly, just gonna... Okay, there we go. Feel that. As you missed the saging, I might as well do a bit of a twang for you. So, it's a very big deck. I have no idea how this is going to come out. Again, first time I've used it, I have saged it. We'll just get going and see what happens, shall we? I will say pendulum feels very reactive tonight, so hopefully that means that it's going to pick the cards pretty quickly as to what it wants to do. So, what does she need to know? What do you need to know? Okay, yeah. Now, for those who enjoy astrology or you want to get into it, there's some really good YouTube videos up at the moment, especially as we're going to have, for many, what is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event, which is Uranus changing signs. And Uranus will be moving into Gemini. And if you want to watch any videos, if you want to watch Steve Judd, Penny Thornton, and also Pam Gregory have all done really good videos on the sort of energy we can now expect with Uranus changing signs and the effect that it will have on people's zodiacs. So if you want to know more, look up each of them. I'll put the links to their channels, and strongly suggest, if you do want to get into astrology or you want to learn about it, these are three of the best. Interesting. What she need to know? No? Okay. No. Right, something's going on for a second. Alright, I'll give you a moment because you're getting a little bit... What she need to know? Whether it was the mention of Uranus, it suddenly made the pendulum go quite twitchy, so it's interesting to watch. I mean, again, for people who are interested, this is how I choose to do my cards. There's an element of freedom about it that I feel doesn't come from me, that it is something guiding as to what the person I'm reading for needs. Interesting. Right, so those two. No. Right, there we go. Oh, fruity now. Sorry, almost swole. Almost swole. Oh. Right, give me a second. Did that need to come out? Or did that just fall? So it's a nice card, but it's not needed. Okay, alright. I think we are almost at the point where we've got our reading. Okay. Is there an order? Just read as is? Oh, okay. Right, let's flip them and see. Okay. What do we want to do? So, I'm going to start with this one. This is just how I feel, okay? So we've got number 3. Okay. If you've watched before, that's actually quite funny. We've got number 3, and then we've got number 6. Okay. I have said it before, I've got a fascination with Nikola Tesla, and he attributed a lot of what he was able to do. Again, he was quite a Uranian type of person in the fact that I think 84 years ago, was he alive? Yeah, he was probably alive when Uranus was quite strong. Revolutionary in his thinking, managed to do, well, electricity is really down to him. And if it had been really down to him, we would have had free electricity because he knew you could generate from the earth. However, he always said that the power, if you could unlock the power of 3, 6 and 9, you can unlock the universe near enough. And 2 card numbers that I've got is 3 and 6. Those are the first 2 together. So basically I was asking what the situation would be for the next year. She's setting up a business, and just to see what information we have and how's it going to go. I think it might be talking about her family as well, to be honest. I'm just going to put it out there. We'll go through the cards, we'll see what we pick up, okay? So in terms of how the business is going to go, I think it's saying at this time the situation, the outcome is likely to occur. So I think it's saying very likely it's going to be pretty good. Now I'm going to try something with this because the cards have various different words, and I'm going to see if when I speak the words whether the pendulum's actually going to indicate which ones are the most relevant. So the number 6 card relates to, okay, so which the words relates to the reading at the moment. So the card says childhood, it says innocence, playful, growing friendships, lightness of being, foundations, need of others, revisit the past, loving life, no worries, inexperienced, growth and new beginnings. So I'd like to say my pendulum has been absolutely useless at this point. Thanks a lot. Okay. So again, I think this might well relate it relates to, I think, the business and where they are. Again, I think also it may relate to our group because we've become a bit of a tribe, let's put it that way. A lot of us communicate together on a regular basis. That was bloody clever, just knocked the light out. Oh dear Lord. Right. There we go, sorry about that. Clumsy. Right, I'm going to pull out my practical magic card without knocking everything else. So I think at the moment what it's saying is it's a time of growth, it's new opportunities, new people. To enjoy what's going on, not to worry about things. Don't overthink things, and I think at the moment what I'm getting is that it will be a case of things are going to develop as you go along, so that it's not going to be it's not going to be a very stressful time. Trying to see the twins. Okay. Load. Let's just see. So I'm just trying to check. Pisces. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my sign out. So it also has a sign of Pisces. So I'm not quite sure if that's relevant to her chart. But obviously, just putting it out there as well. Ooh. Now, let's see. Quite weird. Got quite a few of these come out. So that's that one. So I think with the business, it's very likely to be successful. Don't overthink it. Go with the flow. You're expanding your group of friends, and most likely there's going to be people who are going to be able to expand on what you want. New beginnings, all good, I think. Now, ironically, that was childhood. Now we've got child, okay? So, I'm going to read them again. We'll see what my pendulum says, because my pendulum might just go over the card and say just everything again. Right, so, okay. So on the child card, which the words are relevant, okay. Fixed, stubborn, inner child, do what you love, exploration, boundless energy, time to play, demanding attention, tireless love to learn, imagination, delights in simple things. Okay, right, so with that one, I think it's not saying, it didn't really indicate fixed, stubborn. It was inner child, do what you love, exploration, boundless energy, time to play, demanding attention, no, tireless love to learn, imagination, delights in simple things. I think it's more to do with your ability to learn right now, learning new things, expanding on what you know. She's very intuitive and has a lot of knowledge. Very adept at what she does, and again, I think if she keeps it as an opportunity for expanding on learning, providing wisdom, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. With what you want to do, I think you need to work on finding the people who want to learn the information that you've got. Don't overcomplicate it. Use the learning that you've got, and it should work out pretty well. Now, the cards on this, or the symbols that we've got down the side, so we haven't got anything, any numbers on this, but so if I can figure these out. So we got Aquarius, which their characteristics are usually original, innovative, friendly, independent, trailblazing, intuitive, intense, humanitarian and progressive. You've also got Scorpio, which is intense, transformative, powerful, determined, mysterious and passionate. I've got a right mixture. Right. Again, you've got Aries, the ram, so that's passionate, entrepreneurial, expressive, energetic, leader and strong. Oh no, actually, take that back. No, it's Taurus. It looked a little bit odd at the time. Sorry, I can't tell me animals. Taurus. So luxurious, grounded, practical, reliable, stable, loyal, steadfast and central. So again, I think it's keeping a steady level head on what you're doing. Okay, and then you've also got Leo the lion, who is entertaining, dramatic, thanks to the sirens, warm, assertive, spontaneous, generous, broad-minded and outspoken. So that's kind of like a right mixture of signs. Now, let's just try and figure this out for a second. Let's see. Other planets in there. Right. Okay. So let's see. Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Aries. I think it's saying that it's going to be quite balanced. Right. So, final card we got is the number 2. Okay. And the symbol we've got is for Gemini, so dualistic, communicative, visionary, thoughtful, adaptable, witty and self-expressive. Okay. Now, let's have a look and see if there's any other things on here, although I think most of these are quite good. So, words that relate to the reading: contracts, agreements, bonds, strong connections, unions, partner, counterpart, lovers, telepathy, like-minded people, committed partner, engaged, interconnected, soulmate. Not soulmate. So is it kind of like, does this relate to a working relationship? Okay. Does it also relate to groups of like-minded people? Okay. Right. Okay, I think that's what it is. Okay, so with the card again, she's setting up a business, or they're doing a business as a group. I think what it's indicating is, obviously you're working with a like-minded person. I think you'll probably find that you are on a telepathic level quite similar, or able to communicate with each other in a way that it's very easy to find a good way to do things between the two of you. So that's that. Now, how long have we taken to do that? Oh, should I try another deck? I'm just going to see, is there anything else that we want to do? Right. Right. Let's just see. Alright, okay. I've got time. I'm going to try another deck. So this is the Midnight Oracle. Okay, I just want to again see if this gives us a little bit more information as to, you know, outcomes. See, I didn't get to do all the look. Let's just see if we can get some smoky action. Yay, there we go. I did all this earlier, and as I said, I hadn't switched the bloody camera on. Right, okay, so just give these a little bit of a smoke. Okay. Try and do it without burning myself. Okay, right. Give the camera a bit more. There we go. Right. Oh, right. Let's just stick you there. I think we're safe. Oh, anything's possible. Right, okay. Okay, right, I'll give you another quick smoke. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just want another quick couple of cards. Can we show what the outcome of the business will be for? What will be the outcome of the business? Any cards of guidance for the business? Okay, right. Okay. God, I'm smoking myself out here now. Right. I'll get these down pretty quick. Whew. Okay. I would say as well, one of the things that comes out from most of the card readings is Uranus is really a planet of shocks and surprises. You may find changes in situations happening extremely fast. It may be things that are beyond your control. And believe me, I've been there numerous years before. Things happen. I think the best way to put it is I've had so many things go wrong, come to an end, stop, without any reason. If it does happen to you, use this information to have a think about what you want to do, how you react. I think these are 3 cards. Okay, is there an order? Okay, anchor card. Anchor cards. Yeah, having to think about it. Alright, anchor card. There we go. Second card. Outcome. Right. Okay, what I was saying was don't panic. Don't panic. I know it's the easiest thing for anyone to say in the world, but we're at a time where we are going to see changes. And we may need to adapt how we look at situations. I'm not saying it's not easy. I've had it. I've gone through it where I went to change jobs. It was 2 days before I left my old job and the other company went under. I lost both jobs. And that was in 2008. and literally started a whole catalyst of things that I moved cities, I changed how I looked at things, I sold my flat, I moved up, I took jobs that I probably wouldn't have thought of taking. I had to support myself for 18 months before I got a job. I did go horse riding. I took up horse riding again. I do not regret that, okay? If you're getting stale in what you're doing, maybe it's a case of find something that you've enjoyed doing in the past. Try it again. Anyway, moving on, I digress. Right, let's just make sure. No! Oh dear. Hold on a sec. Give me a second, sorry. It wouldn't be one of my card readings without me having to stab out and stop things catching fire. Right. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay, so your first card is the mystery. So if you live in the question, life will give you answers. Okay. The next card is recharge. Now, there is something about Uranian energy, especially if you watch Pam Gregory. If you're feeling under the weather, if you're feeling your body's not reacting as it should, do take a step back, because this is a time of big change. Okay, so recharge, fill your cup first. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. So again, if you're feeling under the weather, I know people have got kids, husbands, partners, other people, parents. Unless you are on top of your game, the help you give others won't be enough. So always be willing to take a step back for a couple of days, back off, look after yourself, okay? And then create. Boundless dimensions are denied only with the limitation of logic. So again, I think what it's saying is, I think not be childish in what you're doing, but don't overthink things. The world is your oyster, basically. I think you've got the potential to expand and develop what you're doing. I do think there's an element they're saying, make sure that you're not overstressing yourself, that you're giving yourself enough time, that you're not overworking, you're not overthinking. Take time for yourself. But again, I think from what I get, there's nothing negative. I mean, where it says it's fixed, stubborn, maybe it's an indication of be a bit more flexible on what you want to do. As it says, boundless dimensions are denied only within the limitations of logic. So maybe don't be so logical about things. If something comes up, go with it. Just see where it takes you. And on that note, as I survived not burning myself, well, I did burn myself earlier, burning the cards or anything else, I will call it quits. Apparently this is the 99th video short that I've put up, so the next one will be my 100th. Thank you to anyone who has participated, tolerated, enjoyed even my video, any of the videos. Thank you for subscribing more than anything else. If there's anything again that you want me to read on, if you need a bit of guidance and you're okay with me posting a video on YouTube, please let me know. I'm quite happy to expand and see what comes out. Okay, love and light, and enjoy your July.